The Russian oligarch crackdown continuing, and so is Robert Frank's coverage of all of this. He's got more on this front right now. Robert, good morning.
Good morning, Becky. Well, Italian authorities seizing over $150 million worth of yachts and villas over the weekend. These included yachts owned by Gennady Timchenko and Alexei Mordashov, as well as a $19 million compound in Sardinia owned by Alisher Usmanov. The question now, what to do with all this stuff? Now, the sanctions only prevent the oligarchs from transferring or moving their assets. They remain the legal owners. The only reason France and Italy were actually able to impound these boats is because they were able to they were about to sail to a safer port in order to evade the sanctions. So the owners are still responsible for paying the yacht crews and any staff. But if the government can't collect funds from the oligarchs to pay these bills due to sanctions and the SWIFT blocking, the governments themselves may end up paying the bills. That can add up to 6 or 7 figures a month just for a super yacht. Now, governments can only actually take title to an asset if the oligarch is charged with a specific crime. So that could be money laundering or corruption, and the asset has to be tied directly to the crime itself. Proving all of that in court can take years. Now, if and when an asset is ever actually sold, the proceeds usually go to law enforcement. A new bill in the House called the Yachts for Ukraine Act would actually send any proceeds of a sale to Ukraine for aid. But so far, guys, they haven't seized anything in the U.S., and it could be years before we actually see a financial benefit, if any.
So in the meantime, the governments are paying for the upkeep of this. Do they just sit there at the dock in the meantime?
They do. They're lashed to the docks and they're locked. And in some cases, the owners can't get access. So the owners could say, look, I can't get access, so I'm not going to pay the bills. What's more is oftentimes if it's stuck in a port, the port itself has to pay the bills. They can't get money from the oligarch because they're not allowed to get money from the oligarchs due to the sanctions. So it's going to be an expensive proposition for some of these yachts can take millions of dollars a month just to maintain. And they have to be maintained to preserve their value. So it's all stuck in a legal limbo until there's a crime or until the sanctions themselves are lifted.
Unlike that Ukrainian engineer who sank the one yacht.
Just tried to sink it, right? That's another solution. Just sink it.